Yo, what is up? It is Top 5 Friday, which means I'm going to give you my top 5 of something. And this week, it is my top 5 favorite all-time TV shows. So buckle in, because honestly, I have way more than 5. So I'm going to give you some bonus ones too. But let's start off with number 5. So, this guy's in my number 5. I love that show. You gotta love Parks and Rec. It is one of the funniest shows on TV. It's not on TV anymore, but it is all on Netflix, and I still watch it all the time. It's one of those shows I will watch if I'm bored. It's super funny. It's got great humor. It's really up my alley. So that's my number 5. Now number 4. So you've heard a lot about Game of Thrones. I even did a video on it like 2 weeks ago. It's over. It had a finale that most people did not like at all. And I think that really probably lowered it a little bit on my list than it would have been if you would have asked me a few weeks ago. But I still loved it. I thought overall it was a great show. And check out my other video if you want to know my full thoughts on the last season and the show overall. Whenever that HBO intro sound comes up on my screen, the thing that plays in my brain automatically is the intro to Entourage. It's one of the funniest shows I've ever seen. It has some of the best characters in TV history, like Ari Gold, their agent, is I think second to Michael Scott in my mind as far as TV characters. He's hilarious, and that whole show is really funny. So if you're looking for a comedy to watch and you have HBO, especially if you're one of those people who bought HBO for Game of Thrones, check out Entourage. It is well worth your time. Since I was a little boy, I have dreamed of being on Survivor. I think it seems like one of the coolest things. Honestly, I would love to go on there just to lose the weight that all those people do, because it's wild. People are on an island for over a month, barely eating anything. It sounds miserable. It'd probably be miserable. I still would love to do it. My family's so into it that every year when it comes on, we put a lot of money into a pool and bet against each other as to who's gonna come out on top, and it's a lot of fun. So Survivor, my number 2, is the best reality show of all time. Don't at me. Honestly, I love it so much. So if you know me well, you probably know my number 1 that's coming up, and it's pretty obvious. So let's check it out.
Come on, Michael, you're interrupting.
You're kidding me! God! You say radon is silent but deadly, and then you expect me not to make farting noises with my mouth? What is this?
Please sit down.
You know what? We're not gonna die of radon. We're gonna die of boredom. Yeah. Right? And if I had a gun with 2 bullets and I was in a room with Hitler, Bin Laden, and Toby, I would shoot Toby twice.
No, that's not.
Okay,
You were
all
being
right.
really funny, and then you went too far.
I would kill Bin Laden and then Toby.
No, that's still.
Can you believe that? The Office is my number 1 show of all time. It's so crazy. I almost only quote it every day. It's wild. I love that show. It's so, like, obviously Parks and Rec was one of the shows on this list, and it comes close to The Office, but The Office, to me, it was like throughout high school and college, I was watching that, and it just kind of shaped my humor going forward from there. Michael Scott is my favorite all-time TV character, and I just think every episode still holds its own today, and even the episodes that were in the later seasons people didn't like so much, which I was in agreement with at the time, I can go back and watch and thoroughly enjoy them. So The Office, I watch it all the time still. So great. I love it so much. So that's my top 5, and probably doesn't really surprise anybody, but I did want to give you some other shows that were very close to making the list, so let's check out some of those. So thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed some of that. I'd love to hear what your top 5 favorite shows are all time. So leave those in the comments and let's discuss. But I will see you probably later next week, sometime. I'm sure you'll see me. Until then, have a wonderful week.